I don't think there are any cons. I think the pros obviously are that it will give the police the power to enforce the immigration laws that the federal government has refused to do. And we can't really blame all of this on the Obama administration. This goes back years, even to the 90s when, or the 80s when Reagan signed the amnesty of 3 million illegal aliens at that time.
I think that they're idiots. For one thing, if they want to learn something about what this is all about, stay in school and learn what the immigration reform is, what immigration is really about, what the whole thing is about. It's not about anti-Mexican or anti-Hispanic. It's to protect our borders, our sovereignty. You know, when I retired 34 years ago from the Air Force, I went to Cal State University in Sacramento, and I went to school with Iranians and Iraqis. They look like Mexicans. What's to keep them from crossing the border as terrorists? So it's not about, I mean, I'm 73 years old. Nobody's ever discriminated against me, you know, outwardly because I was Hispanic.
Absolutely not. We're a sovereign nation. Under no circumstances should we listen to anything Felipe Calderon says or any of these other politicians in Mexico. This is a deliberate attempt by Mexico, whether it's the Mexican government or it's just some elements within the Mexican government, to either reconquer the United States or at the very least export their poverty into our country so that their problem then becomes ours. I mean, that's one of the most corrupt, if not the most corrupt government in all of North and Central America. I think they're fools, and I think that they have read the law and they know what it is, and they're making this they're using this for political opportunism, or they haven't read the law and they're stupid. Either which way, it's not going to have any effect on. It may have some immediate effect, but no long-term effect in Arizona, none whatsoever. The businesses in Arizona, I mean, you've heard about some of there was a call for a boycott of Arizona iced tea. And Arizona iced tea is manufactured in New York City. So obviously these people are idiots. They're stupid. But I don't think the major corporations, for instance, Best Western, Ryder Truck, there's a lot of major corporations that are located in Arizona. It's not going to have any effect on them. Boycotts really rarely do have an effect on politics. You can tell people not to buy this or don't do that. Nobody really pays attention to that stuff. It's nonsense. But I think, again, getting back to what I said earlier about the boycott, I think that's the blowback from the boycott, is that true patriots, and there's a lot more of us than there are of them, believe you me. You look at any of the numbers statistically, we are a much more conservative nation than we are a liberal or progressive nation, which is, progressives, I think, represent something like 8% of the population. More people are going to do business deliberately in Arizona, either by vacationing there or doing business. I know folks, I have listeners that email me all the time. They're looking up businesses online that are from there, that are in Arizona, to do business specifically to support Arizona in this law. So the boycott's going to backfire.
I think they're idiots. The boycott, you know, if they don't like this country, first of all, get the hell out of here. What are you doing here? You can't come in this country and then expect us to change it. Mexico, if you want the laws like Mexico, go back to Mexico.